right, so let's go back home. Let's do a little Bronx tune. We used to do this in the bars. We used to do this in the bars when we were coming up, and the kids know this, and yeah, let's do this.
3, 4.
And so, I want to thank Nicholas for coming out. That was great. That was nice. I want to thank Michael. Come on out, take a bow. Come out here, pose. Expect me to finish the show now. And so, you know, it's one of those things. I want to thank Michael very much for let me introduce everybody to you right now. On the far right, he plays every instrument in the band. He's been in my house since he's 11 years old. Mr. Joe Barry on everything. And this guy right here, he probably put about 5 years back on my life that Vinny and Nook took the 10 years off my life. This is Fernando Tord on the bass guitar. And Michael just stepped in. I never have any drama. It's so easy on the road now where I love him to death. Michael Benigno right there on the drums. And so, Vinny on the left, right here. I mean, someday I'll write the whole book about the whole thing. If those of you that really go all the way back to the cornerstone with us, our original guitar player was Jimmy Fracassi from the Earls. And Jimmy was about 60 years old then. And the kids were 14 and 11. And Jimmy's idea of fun would be to take the kids to the hotel room and throw the microwave out the window.
Jimmy was the best.
And then he would take another microwave and smash it through the glass coffee table. And the kids would laugh, and Daddy would get the bill for thousands of dollars every trip we went away. So now I can honestly say there's never any drama anymore. And I love it. On my left, I couldn't do this anymore without my right hand, and he's become my right hand where I don't have to do anything anymore. That's my oldest son right there, Vincent John. And I saw a picture of Bon Jovi. Being that we're home in New Jersey, John Bon Jovi called him up and made him open for him at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. And so he got to play in front of 18,000 people on the tour. And that was great. But he's been on Pawn Stars now about 3 or 4 times already, which we love that he gets to do that. And so, it's just been the most incredible journey for me. And I get asked all the time, how did I get all these young kids to play all this old music?
He wants an offer he couldn't refuse.
And so it's one of those things where, 10 years ago, we were off playing somewhere in Florida, and this wonderful husband and wife production team came out to see us one night, and the husband came up to me at the end of the night, he said, "Excuse me, sir, are you familiar with Menopause, the musical?" To which I looked back at him and said, "No, I'm familiar with Menopause, the wife." And he said, no, we produced Menopause the musical, we're bringing you guys to Las Vegas. And they did. Please say hello to our producers, Alan and Kathy List. And so, the most amazing, they called me up and they said, we're going to Vegas. I'm like, yes! I said, can I please meet Wayne Newton? And they said, what? I said, I want to meet Wayne Newton. They said, not only can you meet Wayne Newton, you're going to be working with Wayne Newton. So when we first started, we were the 6 o'clock show, Wayne was the 8 o'clock show. And every night our show would end at 7:30, so I go running through the hallway. I'd bump into Wayne every night. And he was so good to me, he'd stop me every night and say, how are the kids? How is the show? How is the audience?
And then Dad would say, where do you get your hair done? Where do you get your suits? Because clearly you look like a stunt double there.
I love Wayne.
Either that or that picture was taken at a Gene Simmons Kiss convention.
And so... No, show the other picture. That one. And so it really was a great thing. And so Wayne just kept saying to me over and over again, you guys missed it. I go, what did we miss? He goes, no, you missed it. He said, back in the 70s, it was like one gigantic party here. He said, I literally would walk right on the stage in the middle of Elvis's show dressed as a waiter carrying a tray. And the whole audience knew it was me. They'd scream and go wild. Elvis would wait for me to talk. I wouldn't say a word. I'd just put the drink down, give him a little nod, walk out. Poof, Elvis would fall over laughing. And then the next night, to get even, Elvis would come and do that to me in his show. And then the night after that, together, they would go out and do it to Frank and Dean and Sammy. He goes, I'm so sorry you guys missed that whole thing. And then about a month and a half later, he did this to me.
On the mantle 5 years later.
And he tells this great story to show. He says on his 35th birthday, Frank Sinatra came on stage